Hi everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another comic book review, which is something I haven't said in quite some time because over the past few months, I've shifted my channel to focus mainly on manga, anime, and video games, because frankly, the mainstream has nothing to offer anymore in terms of the comic book industry, but there are still great independent books out there, particularly Black Ops Kamen America from my friends Timothy Lim and Mark Pellegrini, which we're going to be taking a look at today. This is the epic crossover between the two series. I was a little conflicted as to what to title this video, though, because, it was advertised on the Kickstarter and Indiegogo as this, Black Ops Kamen America, but on the spine and on the interior where it has the credits and everything, it says Black Ops Volume 4, Bun is the Loneliest Number. So I think we'll keep the title as this, but it's just interesting. And it definitely is more Black Ops focused because, you have Penelope, USAGI, Patriot R, Rigger Tortoise, Sawyer, the villains from the Black Ops series, Apex Moth, and Hair Trigger. And then, of course, you have Carly and Misha show up, Kamen America and Kamen Comics, to save the day. And you also have the villain Vermilion Masquerade, who's, you got spoilers here, we're going to get into a little bit of spoilers, is Vicky, the former roommate of Carly. So, big plot twist there at the end of Volume 3. But to know what the hell's going on in this story, you have to read the first 3 volumes of each individual series. So you have 3 volumes for Black Ops, which I'm like an OG here of the floppies. And Tim was actually nice enough to send me these 2 for free years ago, back in 2019, when I mentioned that I read and really enjoyed Trump Space Force, but I missed out on backing these. And at the time, these were being published by Antarctic Press, and they were sold out. This is before they started their website with Iconic Comics, which I think they offer them, probably not individually anymore, but definitely in the Omnibus. And these were great. It's really interesting to see the shift in tone, too, because in the early book here, the first one, you have USAGI, the rabbit, and it just mainly follows him. And there's cameos from like Kim Jong-un and a reference to an event that happened. There was like a text message that went out in Hawaii mentioning that there's incoming nukes and stuff. And you might remember that. I think it was like, 2017 or 2018? And not a whole lot of dialogue. The animals all talk with like, sort of like, not word bubbles, but these sort of messages right there, you know what I mean? So, interesting to see that. These 2 came out. You sort of got more like fan servicey stuff with Hair Trigger here. Kanina Lovakova, who's the sister of Misha, and the way that character is designed. I think we got like a pinup or something in the back. Or maybe that's in the other book. But you get the idea. And this one was fun too because you actually turned it around and read it from a different perspective and followed a Patriot R, which is the otter, who doesn't really like humans. He likes to work alone. It's pretty crazy. And then this one came out after the success of Kamen America, so they went all in with, the busty characters of Penelope, which everyone loves that. And this got pretty dark, introducing the villain Nautilus, and Sawyer got his eye blinded and is wearing an eye patch now, so crazy stuff there. And then you got the epilogue with here's what I'm talking about there. There's like the pinups and stuff. So good stuff going on there. I'm also like an OG with the Kamen America series too, because now they're all offered in the hardcovers, and the first 2 books for floppies. And look at this one, all holographic. That's pretty cool. But this is like the origin story for Carly. Although she was first referenced in the Wall Might series, where she was a parody of Captain America, Captain Marvel, known as Warhen. And then it just really took off, and they went all out with this. So you got this one. This introduced more characters with Misha actually joining the team. I think Misha appeared in this one, and then she officially joins the team here. And then we meet Kimiki, Kamen Ramen, and then Sylvia, Kamen Victory, who I really like that character. I actually have a bookmark here of that character. When she was in like her outfit, she looked like Zero Suit Samus. And I had mentioned that in my review, and Tim was like, you're the first person to mention that, but here she is right there. I hope we see more of her because she sort of turned into a good guy in this one at the end. Hope we see more of her in Volume 4, which is funding now. And I think I'm going to do a video mentioning that, just like all the different tiers, and we can go over that. But 4.5 minutes in, I haven't really talked about this. I might as well show off, too. I got the standee, too, which is cute. It's, Kamen America and Penelope right there. And fun to see how the standees have evolved. This was the first one that came out, the first book. You see how big that one is. And then this was the one that came out, the 3rd book, with the 3 heroines. So anyway, let's get right to this. We got a little card too, which is fun. it's like holographic. Also on the outside here, you can like feel it's raised. So I think that's a nice touch. And also here's a promo if you go to their website and you want to buy something, you might as well use it. Use the coupon code Hair Trigger for $5 off. And beautiful pinups from different artists here, which is really nice. You might as well look at the art in the back too, because there's more pinups there, which I thought was nice. Like, look at that right there. That's what the standee was modeled after, from Kafun, who's on Twitter and Instagram. But anyway, it ends, well, starts rather, where Black Ops Volume 3 ended, if I'm not mistaken. There's a timeline on the Kickstarter page which explains it. Here's a little flashback to USAGI. And, you know, Penelope's all serious, ready for action. She's been in these combat missions before. And you have Carly, who's all like, oh, what are we doing here? Oh, he's cute, you know, talking to Sawyer. And this dog here is named Commando G. All the animals here are like enhanced with different abilities and whatnot that they can see what's going on. Like obviously USAGI understands what the humans are saying, and you see him, he like carries a knife with him. Is he on the cover with that? No, but he's got his vest on. He like throws grenades and stuff. And then this Vermilion Masquerade, who is really Vicky, the former roommate of Carly, is a bad guy and conspiring now with these evil guys, Apex Moth and Hair Trigger. And Hair Trigger actually lost her hand in Volume 2. And with the help of this Nautilus guy, who they freed from prison in Volume 3 of Black Ops, you know, he has this hand that he gives to her, which can control other species, like these, you know, crazy animals that cause destruction, which we get to as the story goes on. And, you know, it's a cute little story with great artwork. You know, you got the fan servicey scenes and whatnot. And there's all sorts of, like, religious references. Like, they called the hand something crazy here. They called the hand that belonged to Saint Columba of Iona, which I'm not really too well versed in religious topics, but I'm sure if you looked into that, it definitely makes more sense. And also, you know, Tim is, I think Mark probably is too. They're both Catholics, so you know, if you practice Catholicism, it would make more sense, and definitely a lot of lore there. But they're fighting like these undead zombie monsters, and Sawyer has like an enhanced eye with his eye patch, which is kind of cool. And you got Commando G just causing a ruckus, and this is fun too. Everyone has their moment to shine. You have Patriot R keeping up with Rigger Tortoise, which in Volume 2, Rigger Tortoise sort of went off screen and was walking, you know, the hare and the tortoise, and he's walking so slow, and then at the end, he uses all of his explosives to save the day. And the two of them are teaming up because at first, Patriot R here didn't want to team up with anybody, but now has learned to work with others. And he's using Rigger Tortoise as a shield, and you see he breaks out of his shell and has his machine gun ready to go. And I like these little demon guys they're fighting. So, lots of good stuff. And then, so yeah, Kamen America here, she doesn't know anything about doing covert operations, and Penelope's like, shut up! What are you doing screaming over here? We're supposed to be quiet and sneak up on the enemy. And she's like, oh, I called Misha, she'll help. And you know, Misha is the sister to Hair Trigger here, Kanina, and they're both like Russians. And, you know, it's some cool stuff going on. The cute looking characters, a lot of great action, a fast-paced read, and a lot of fun. So with the hand that Hair Trigger got from Nautilus, revives this ancient bird here, the Thunderbird, and comes out of the ground. And you see, talking to the animals, sort of like how USAGI was in the early issues of Black Ops. You know, can't really communicate in English, so it's communicating that way, and it's telling the bird to destroy the city, kill everybody. And at this point, Kanina here, Hair Trigger, sees the error in her ways, and is like, no, we can't do this, she'll destroy everything. We can't let that happen. So everyone's coming to save the day, and you know, Carly here has thunder powers, and Misha has fire power, so they're trying to attack this bird here, but it turns out the bird uses like a lightning flame, and even this guy's trying to fire away, can't really do much, and the bird's just wreaking havoc. You see, he's out of ammo, oh no, kaboom! So, a lot of great action going on, and just a fun read overall. So yeah, USAGI sees that it was the hand that revived the beast, and he's going to cut the hand off Kanina here. He's like, no, don't cut my hand off. What do you think you're doing? Stop that. And it's getting a flashback here to USAGI, how there's the timeline how USAGI was created back in Japan, back in 1945, I do believe, after the bomb went off there, the atomic bomb, and hated humans for that, but eventually learned to like them, and, you know, a nice heartfelt story here. And so they bring Hair Trigger up to the top of the bird here to quell the anger, and she communicates to the bird with the hand, and is able to bring peace, and sees a new lease on life, and goes quietly with the authorities here, because, well, she was a villain, but at the end here, you sort of get the idea that maybe she's changing sides and is going to become a good guy, or a good girl, rather. So that's nice. So it's a fun little story, and then also the afterword here with Hair Trigger conspiring, and he's talking to this girl here, Miss Hopkins. So who the hell is she? We'll find out next time. So again, at the credits page here, they say Black Ops Bun is the Loneliest Number, Volume 4. That's why I question what I should title this video. So again, the art was by Timothy Lim, written by Mark Pellegrini. Oh, the cover wasn't by them, huh? It was by this guy right here, Kid Nooka. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And some pinups here. There's Sawyer, by that artist there on Instagram. This is Kafun, who did the Stand-A. God damn, that's some really great artwork there. Really good stuff, like the anime manga aesthetic that I enjoy. Hair Trigger, there's the two girls right there. Thank you. Thank you for reading. And then we got the epilogue here, like I said, with Kanina sort of seeing the error in her ways and sitting there smoking a cigarette. I got plenty of time. So, and I forgot to mention how much the book cost. So, the base tier for this book was $10. You could have bought the $5 tier, which got you the digital copy. But the fact is, with many of these crowdfunded comics, especially from the comic skaters, you know, you're spending $25 and more to, you know, get a book that you might not even get in a year. With these guys, what they do, because they're already funding Kamen America Volume 4, before they put the next project up, they tell you, look, it's done. We're just going to have it for pre-order here. And once the 30 days or 60 days or however many days it is, it's done, we'll get the books out. So I appreciate that. It's a fun story. Number one, it's on time. There's no wait. You pre-order it, and you pretty much get it on the month that they say it's being delivered. And, yeah, it's great. And also another thing, too, with the advent of Volume 4 coming out for Kamen America, they have a webtoon series, which they're doing every Wednesday. And at the time I'm recording this, there's 3 of them out right now, and they're all free. So if you want to go onto their page on Webtoons, I'm not really sure you can access it. Maybe go to their Twitter and find it that way. But you can go there and read that, and it sort of like fills in the blank, you know, of what's happening in certain scenes and what happened off screen and whatever. So I really enjoy this series. I've talked to Tim and Mark online a few times. They're great guys, and, you know, can't recommend them enough. They do great work. Every volume has done better and better in terms of more backers, more readers. They have all these different avenues you can read it now, whether it's on Amazon, Comixology, their website, Iconic Comics, the Kickstarters and Indiegogos. It's just a beautiful thing. So, yeah, like I said, I want to see more, though, of, let me show you in Volume 3. Because, like I said, she's my favorite character so far, is Kamen Victory, the little bit we saw her. So, let's see, I think there was a pinup in what was it, in Volume 2, maybe? That's Sylvia. Right here. The third one there, with the white hair. She's my favorite character, so I want to see more of her, which on the cover for Volume 4, it has the 3 of them plus Carly all teaming up. So yeah, I recommend this very, very highly. I'll have links in the description to the Kickstarter for Volume 4, which is funding right now, and I think you can get this one as well. You can get the Omnibuses, which have all 3 volumes of the previous series all in one, so you can read them all together. You can check out the Amazons and all that stuff. And I will have a video in the future of, you know, just going to the tiers of Volume 4, just so we can discuss that more and bring more attention to it, hopefully. So, thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.